Hey everybody. So, I wanted to talk about really life. Um, Trying to find a way to approach this. Like in life, there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of downfalls, a lot of failures, you know, a lot of defeats. You're going to get embarrassed sometimes, you're going to get depressed sometimes, you're just going to get sad sometimes, straight up sad. You're gonna feel disgusted with yourself once in a while. You might even hate yourself sometimes, or you might hate someone else. And it feels like there's a place for anger inside you. It feels like there's a place for sadness inside you. And there is. But to overcome yourself, it it sucks to commit to. It sucks to say, man, maybe all the people that I thought were hurting me this whole time were right. That's the hardest thing to admit. That's the hardest thing to say. But there's another level to this world. There's another level you can live in where you're more successful and you're more respected and you feel more powerful. You feel like you have more control. You feel happier. You know, you have more joy in your stomach. When something bad happens, there's still some joy there. You can feel this unconditional love when you go to sleep at night. Everything restarts. Things don't just drag on. You could feel that way. And the truth is, you did when you were a child. You just lost that. People bothered you. People changed you up. People tried to manipulate you or trick you, or maybe you got fucked over too many times. Or I've been working on myself a lot. I've been in a relationship a long time now. I've been in a relationship since February. And February 7th. I kept saying February 8th. I was corrected many times. Believe me, now I know it's February 7th. But, you know, I plan on being with this person for a long time. And I'm using this as an example. So, a relationship is just like anything else. When there's love involved, you have to realize that love is a delicate thing, and it's a very lightweight thing. You can't put heavy shit on top of it, or that string will snap. You know. Um, Sorry, the dogs were barking, so I had to go out there and calm them down. You're gonna hear people talking, but if that string breaks, fuck, all you have to do is reattach it. Love is inside everyone. Everyone has love in them. All you have to do is love someone, and they love you back, and they just go together. Your love goes to their love, and their love goes to your love, and it just meets. And that's what happened. And so you have love in a relationship. You also need lust in a relationship. It's not the same lust as like, I'm lustful after everyone. It's a type of lust that's only for them. You're only sexually attracted to them. You only really want them, and they only really want you. It's not Lust is not always a bad thing. Love without sexuality is just a friendship. It's really all it is. You need sexuality in a relationship to bring it to the next level, to make it a more, a thing that is really undefined for the most part. And the person that you're in a relationship with should be your best friend. They should be your best friend. You should be able to talk to them about anything. You need to have communication. Um, but we broke up so many times. We took so many breaks. We got into so many arguments there were times where she couldn't talk to me for days because she wasn't able to, and there was so much worry and paranoia and just me like getting sick, and like I went through so much of it. I prayed because sometimes that's all I could do, and it felt better than doing nothing. And some people will argue that that is doing nothing. I don't think so. I think prayer changes things. That's just my belief. Makes me feel better, helps me sleep at night when I can do this and talk to someone like Jesus, for example, and think to myself that things are going to be better. And maybe they were going to get better anyway, but there's nothing wrong with thinking that you have a little help. It helps you to believe things like that. It helps you psychologically. It helps you emotionally. It helps you not feel alone. Helps you feel like you have someone standing next to you. And in my opinion, in my belief, you do. And it's Jesus. And it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. He's there. You know? That's my belief. That's my opinion. It doesn't matter what you're going through or who's hurting you or what they're doing to you. He's there. And all you need to do is say his name. That's my opinion, though. That's my belief. My point is, there were times where I wanted to give up, and I didn't. There were times where I wanted to cry because I was so depressed. I didn't. I forced myself to listen to happy music and love songs. I didn't let myself get down. And that was really hard because the depression doesn't go away just because you ignore it. But I ignored it anyway, you know? And I had to go through so much with this person, you know? I had to help them so much. And they had to help me a lot. And this was months and months and months of trials and tribulations and revelations of things that broke my heart, that made me feel bad, that broke her heart, that made her feel bad. And I never thought that a relationship could survive it. But I learned through those experiences that love really never dies. That lust comes and goes, but love is always there somewhere. That anger comes and goes. That depression comes and goes. That sadness comes and goes. That disgust comes and goes. That envy comes and goes. Even joy and happiness, they come and go. But love, you can always feel that. And there were moments where I walked miles and miles to get to certain places, and I just forced myself to keep on going, and my feet were bleeding, and I saw things, and I heard things, and my stomach dropped, and I was there, you know, and my head was spinning, and my heart dropped, and my heart sank, and, you know, my stomach turned, and just those moments of, like, being there, seeing that, you know, being a part of it, not just hearing about it later, like forcing myself to become attached to it because I didn't want to give up. It kind of seems like I'm rambling here, and I am, really. I lost track in this video, and I'm being honest with you, and that's another thing. I want to be so much more honest with people. I want to tell people the truth, you know? But I also want to inspire people, and I want to make people laugh, make people happy, you know? I want to motivate people. I want to help people do whatever they want to do as long as it's good. In my eyes, I'll help them. But, I don't know. that means. But, best advice I can give is that if you're loud, you'll stand out from the people that are quiet. If you're colorful, you'll stand out from the people that are dark. If you're fast, you'll stand out from the people that are slow. Be loud, fast, and colorful. And be the loudest, be the most colorful, be the fastest, you know. Run through life and succeed at things and never give up unless you think that it's wrong. In that case, you give up. Like if you're planning on hurting someone or you're planning on hurting yourself, or you don't want to do that, you know. But there's a thing I call color therapy that helps me. You know, I look at lighter colors, and lighter colors make me feel better. Like this color. This color makes me feel good, you know, like this color, yellow. This is mint green. And this is yellow, of course. Let's learn our colors today. Pink, like these, like, you know, this silver, this chrome, the white, the futuristic design, the light bulb on this, how it shines, how futuristic that is, how at one point people thought about this and felt like it was a miracle, and here it is. We have it. We were born into it, and how much of a miracle that is, and how this light bulb looks, and how it looks when you see through it, and like the design of that, and the aesthetic of that. Like, there's so many things to enjoy, to look at, to hear. There's things that you can enjoy to taste, like this, like do you not feel anything when you look at this? Does this not present a different reality to you? That maybe this should present a different reality to you. This should make you feel a little strange or something. It should make you feel something. You're supposed to care. That's the whole point. Um, I don't know. I call it color therapy. There's also sound therapy, or audio therapy, where you listen to binaural beats that are, more high pitched, more toned at a higher volume, like a white noise almost, or a wind chime, or the sound of bells, or blowing wind. Positive sounds that make you feel better. Um, there's virtual therapy. Watch videos that make you laugh. Don't always watch scary videos. Don't always watch, sad videos. Same with theatrical therapy. Watch movies that make you laugh. Watch romance movies, comedy movies, some action movies. Don't always watch horror movies. Don't always watch sad movies, Don't always watch dramas, or thrillers or whatever. And tactile therapy. Do stuff with your hands that make you feel good, Um, travel therapy. Uh, recreational therapy. Do something you love. There's so many different ways to filter in good things. Same with musical therapy. It could also be, audio therapy, where you're listening to songs that are happier, songs about having a good time, songs about partying, songs about having sex, songs about love songs. Uh, Listen to that type of music. Try to just reinforce positivity into your mind, and you're gonna hit walls where you're just like, fuck this. You just bust through that wall. It's so hard to move past that space of just like, fuck it. Because all you want to do when you get there is sit down and be like, fuck it. I want people to feel sorry for me. But then, if you get past that, you could be happy. But you don't even want to be happy when you're in that place. It's so hard to get through those spots. And there's so many of them. But you can bust through all of them. The light doesn't have to stop in that spot. I would go as far as to say that you can hurtle over that spot. That you don't even have to reach that spot. And that some people don't. I know I do. There's so much negativity and darkness in my head that has been programmed in there that when I start doing all this positive stuff, I hit a wall. And it just doesn't go through. But if I keep on doing it and doing it and doing it until that bad feeling subsides, I have broken through that wall. I have reprogrammed a part of my brain. I have untangled a little bit of the mess. And that's the goal, right? To become the best version of yourself emotionally. So you're not blowing up on people. So you're not crying over small spilt milk. So that you're not an asshole. So that you're not a douchebag. So that you're not a psychopath. So that you can have sympathy and understanding and love for people. So that you can, help people. That's why you want to become the best emotional self. You want to also become the best psychological self. You want to be able to think clearly. You want to be able to not be triggered by things. You want to be able to think freely without getting depressed about something that you thought about. Unattach this and attach it to something else. Reprogram your mind. You want to become the best physical self. You start eating healthy or you start working out. You want to become the best version of all of these things, and start saying more positive things and speaking more positive words, replace, reprogram your vocabulary, and even after you do all that and it's going good, you might hit a wall. You might not, but you might hit another wall, and it's going to be hard to break through that wall too, but you just keep doing it. Even when you get numb and you feel like you're bored and you feel like it's not doing anything, it is doing something. And that's why you feel bored. That's why you feel like that. That's why you're like, all of a sudden you're like, man, fuck love, fuck happiness, man, fuck everything. It's like, you got to get through that. You got to keep, is that happy song making you angry and it's annoying you? Turn up the volume, Do you feel crazy? Do you feel like it's getting to be too much? Do you feel like you're too high? You feel like you're afraid of the height? Go higher. Go so high that fear can't reach you. Go so high that anger can't reach you. That sadness can't reach you. And write it out. Because it's better than being jealous of other people that already made it up there. Also, you want to present yourself in a respectable way. Like, before I leave the house, I want to smell as good as possible. I'll tell you right now what I do. I'll tell you right now. I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I wash my body, I wash my hair smells good, my body smells like soap. And then I wash my hands with a bar of soap. And then I put this on my armpits, so my armpits smell good. Okay? I put this on my chest, so my chest smells good. Alright? I put this on my neck, cologne, so my neck smells good. I put this on my face, so my face smells good. This is aftershave. You can use aftershave even if you're not shaving. Make your face smell better. Make yourself smell good. If I had hairspray, I would use hairspray too. I want to smell as good as possible. And I want to look as good as possible. You know, like today, like I'll show you what I'm wearing. Like I put on this belt. I make sure I have my wallet in my fucking pocket. I put on this watch. I, you know, like I made sure I have shoes that match with this. I have socks that match with this. You want to look good too. You want to walk straight, you know, you want to speak loud, you know. And I wear brighter colors because I want to be noticed. I want to be seen. There's nothing wrong with wanting attention. There's nothing wrong with wanting to persuade people in the right direction. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wanting those things. And there's nothing wrong with wanting money. There's nothing wrong with working to get money or doing things for money, as long as you're not hurting anybody. That's the number one rule in life. You can do anything you want, but have enough self-control to not hurt another person, right? And I've hurt plenty of people. I'm sure you have too. I'm sure we all have. The goal is to change yourself. You don't want to be on your deathbed saying, my life was all the same. You don't want that to happen. So anyways, just some advice. And video actually isn't as long as I thought it would be, which is good. I love you guys very much, and I'm going to keep working on what I'm doing to get more money, to better my relationship that I'm in, to get a car, to get an apartment, to save up money for a house, to move up in my job so I can afford things for that house, so I could pay things off, so I can have a family, you know? Get married one day, have kids, make enough money to take care of them. Give them the same advice I'm giving you guys. Hopefully by then it'll be better organized in my speech. But yeah. So, anyways, I love you guys very much. And I will be back in a flash. Stay safe, stay healthy, take it easy. Alright. And I'll see you again. I said, I'll see you again.